Supporters of the abolitionist movement to emancipate or set free the slaves in the United States began as early as the mid-1700s. However, the surge and effects of the movement did not commence until the 1820s.
William Lloyd Garrison was born in Massachusetts in December of 1805.
He experienced poverty as a child and later was apprenticed to a shoemaker, a cabinet maker, and finally to the printer and editor of the Newbury Herald. He started out as a printer for a local newspaper, but soon became editor for a more popular one, such as Genius of Universal Emancipation.
After criticizing a merchant who participated in the slave trade, Garrison was imprisoned for defamation.
After being released in June of 1830, he had more perseverance to end slavery.
By doing this, he moved to Boston, where he edited and published his own anti-slavery newspaper called The Liberator. The motto for the newspaper was, "Our country is the world, our countrymen are mankind."
Garrison's opinions were heard, and for more than 3 decades, Garrison spoke out against slavery and for the rights of America's black inhabitants.
Garrison used dramatic arguments called moral suasion to advocate for immediate freedom and full political and social rights for African Americans.
By 1840, over 150,000 belonged to abolition groups such as the American Anti-Slavery Society. Garrison had 2 goals: immediate emancipation of all slaves and citizenship for all African Americans.
Garrison's views were unpopular in the South, and the state of Georgia offered $5,000 for his arrest and conviction. Some members of the Anti-Slavery Society considered the organization to be too radical, and they objected to the attacks on the U.S. Constitution and the prominent role played by women in the society.
Garrison became increasingly radical, and in 1854 he created controversy by publicly burning a copy of the Constitution at an anti-slavery rally at Framingham, Massachusetts.
On the outbreak of the American Civil War, Garrison abandoned his previous views and supported Abraham Lincoln and the Union Army.
Garrison was critical of Lincoln for making the preservation of the Union rather than the abolition of slavery his main objective.
After the 13th Amendment was passed in 1865, Garrison decided to cease publication of The Liberator. He spent his last 14 years campaigning for women's suffrage and temperance.
William Lloyd Garrison died on May 24, 1879.
Yeah, he did.